Hey, what's going on? This is your girl, Jazzy Shiibosstalkz. Okay, so listen. My topic tonight is about Gayle King and her controversial comments about Kobe shortly after his passing. I don't know if you all seen the interview that she did with Lisa Leslie, who is a longtime friend of Kobe Bryant's, and I actually kind of was on the fence about even going and saying anything about it, but I feel like the time has come and it's a little bit it's died down just a little bit, so people aren't so upset about it, because I just think that people were way too upset about this comment thing. And this is just my personal opinion, of course, but to each his own. And so it doesn't mean anything if you don't agree with it, but this is just my perspective on it. Okay, so boom. What I don't understand, and I'm still just a little bit confused, is why everybody was so upset about what Gayle King said. I mean, she is a reporter doing an interview, or reporting a story, or posting a interview of someone who was close to someone who passed. Now, we all know in the media, when celebrities pass, they usually bring up stuff from their past, whether it's good, bad. All of the memories come flooding back. We've seen it time and time again. I don't understand why people are so upset that this happened to Kobe Bryant, as if he's exempt from the backlash of media doing the same thing that they do to pretty much any celebrity who dies. It's like people are worshiping him and putting him on a pedestal, as to say, like, how dare she say that about Kobe? Okay, now, I understand that it's Kobe Bryant, and apparently a lot of people have a lot of love for him. I am not an avid sports fan, so Kobe Bryant is not high on my radar. From researching and looking, into what he has done and everything that he has done for the basketball community and just, the community period, it's honorable, it's commendable. I love it. I'm all for it. I support it. And I think in that aspect of it, I can definitely understand why people have so much love for him. What I don't understand is where is that. It's almost as if, it's like, okay, listen, y'all, they talked about Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Kobe is not even Jesus, and I'm not even, I don't even believe that Jesus is my savior, but I do believe he existed. I believe that he lived, and that, the stories that they say about him are, somewhat of the truth. I don't, know if they're all the truth, but I definitely believe that he was a very highly regarded prophet, so to speak. And I know that people talked about him and said, bad things about him. So they talked about Jesus. He went down in the history books, which is the Bible. Who is Kobe Bryant for people to not talk about? You understand what I'm saying? Like, at that point, are we worshiping idols? Are we putting idols on a pedestal as if they're greater than us? And a lot of people seem to, a lot of people put other people on pedestals, especially celebrities. And like I said, it's not knocking it, but at the end of the day, people getting so upset about Gayle asking Lisa Leslie a question in an interview about Kobe Bryant's past. Gayle didn't make up anything. She didn't accuse him or anything. Like, people acted as if she accused him of doing something that he was not already previously accused for, and that she brought up something that didn't exist. Like, this situation actually happened. She just mentioned in the past. Now, if people were upset about saying, okay, well, she probably could have waited, it was a little bit too soon, or the nature of the way that she interviewed was a little bit aggressive, yes, I agree with that, because I did see the interview. I do think that when she mentioned to Lisa Leslie that, you wouldn't see it, the way she said it, I felt like, okay, boom, let me say it like this. I looked at it as if maybe Gayle has been, molested, or maybe she has had some type of abuse like that in the past. Maybe she's had a family member who has. Maybe she knows somebody who's in that situation personally. But I definitely feel like it was a personal situation for her in the moment. As an interviewer, if that is the case, it has to be extremely difficult to deal with a situation like that. If you know that you've been on the other side of the fence of somebody who was accused of something, and you know it was true, or you know it to be true, and they've been, you know, determined innocent or taking the stance as if that something like that could never happen from somebody like them. That would be something very difficult to deal with if you're trying to interview a person about the same situation. I'm not making excuses for Gayle if she did get caught in the moment or whatever, but I think that Lisa Leslie's response was, I think she handled herself very well. She didn't seem to be offended or upset about it. She said what she had to say. I think Gayle took what she had to say into consideration. She respected it. She moved on. It wasn't a further, you know, insistence of the same conversation. She didn't attack Lisa Leslie. I don't feel like she attacked Kobe's character. And it was like one question, and because of this one question, she got all this backlash, you know, death threats, people talking about she's a feminist and fuck Gayle and Oprah, you know, because they just, you know, hate men. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I'm confused. So let me get this straight. And I think somebody made a good point, because I don't know who, where I heard this, but I did see somebody say that, you know, matter of fact, it was Charlamagne. Y'all go back and watch that interview on The Breakfast Club if we're having about this same conversation, because Charlamagne made some good points, and I agree with Charlamagne, because I'm just a little bit confused as to what all the anger is about. Like, all the other people that have said something about Kobe, you know, because that's what reporters do. They try to get ratings, and they try to get people to tune into their stories. So they talk about things, whether they're good or bad, you know. And I don't feel like, I mean, the part of reporter etiquette, you know, that they learn is the freedom of speech. They can say what they want to say. You know, you have to understand that people giving interviews don't always have the same perspective. If, you know, people getting mad at Oprah for defending her friend, but that's her friend. Lisa Leslie defended her friend. So it's okay for Lisa to feel a certain way, or it's okay for Snoop Dogg to get upset or defend, you know, Kobe and Bill Cosby if if Gayle says something about it. But then nobody respects the fact that Gayle should be entitled to feel how she feels. Like, as a community, as black people, can we find something else to rally up about? Like, fighting the system, the government, the people who actually still have us enslaved and oppressed, and have us fluffed up with all this media bullshit in the first place? Do you even feel like Kobe's death was a real legitimate death, or do you feel like he was killed? You know, it's a lot more situations at hand that can be in. Yeah, the same thing that happened to Bill Cosby probably just happened to Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes deeper than just surface level stuff. When people are on a higher elevation, or they're what you consider upper echelon, or of the elite, of the 1%, they don't think like broke people do. They don't think like the regular average. Oh, how dare she talk about Kobe? She's got as much money as him. She doesn't look to him as a superior to her. He's an equal. You feel me? Like, she's not seeing it. I don't think that Gayle feels the same way about Kobe that, you know, most of the world does. So you can't expect her to have the same feelings towards him. It's just, it's a matter of freedom of speech. It's a matter of freedom of opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of respecting each other's opinion and everybody's right to think freely, because nobody has to feel the same way about Kobe that everybody else does. I don't. I hate that he's passed. I really hate that he passed with his daughter. I definitely think it's more to it than just an accident. I don't think it's an accident at all. But Gayle's mentioning something that happened in Kobe past is not going to tarnish his reputation. People love Kobe regardless of whatever they said in the past. When it was going on, nobody stopped, you know, cheering him on and being supportive. So what difference are they mad because Gayle is black and she said it? Because they're not that mad at the white men and white women that are accusing Kobe and saying the same thing in their interviews. So as a community, this type of shit we mad at, like. But y'all don't want to stick together when our children are getting snatched up left and right. Little girls are missing all the time. You know, bodies being found with organs missing. Y'all don't want to rally up about things like that. You know, come on, man. You don't want to rally up about how you paying taxes to Uncle Tom that you don't really owe, and that because they spent the money before you even ever started working, that's why you paying taxes. You don't care about that. You don't care that they sucking you dry. You don't care that you went to college for 8 years and that you be in debt for the rest of your life, but that was part of the plan. You thought you was getting up out of the hole by becoming a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer. But you just you're falling into more of a percentage. You're paying more taxes as a 40%er. You're paying 40% of your taxes, and you owe more money because you went to school longer and got a larger degree. The higher degree, the more money it costs. Yeah, you make more money, but you also pay more taxes than anybody else. Even a person who has a regular job, who doesn't have a specialty industry training. So, it's a lot of deeper issues that we could really be upset about today. I'm just upset that people are upset about that. Like, that mad about it. Where they're giving out death threats and stuff. Like, I think people on my timeline like, fuck Gayle and fuck Oprah. They hate men. If they do, so what? What does that have to do with it? Who cares about their sexual preferences? It's bullshit, man. It's more of what the media uses to get us to be fluffed and fooled by the bullshit. More and more bullshit packed on top of each other. Now they're promoting hate amongst the community, where we need to be trying to get together and figure out how to beat the system, all right? Instead of letting the system constantly beat us down and fool us and have us thinking that it's, it's all about this and that. Who do y'all think is hyping this stuff up, man? Y'all better learn about who controls the media and who, and the method to the media's madness, all right? Learn about that. Learn why media was created, all right? If you don't know the history of where that word media comes from, I advise you and encourage you to look it up. I'm not going to tell you. I just want you to check it out, look into it, and then figure out why it was put into play. And just see, do you believe in it, all right? As I always say, research the research. Don't believe what I tell you. You don't have to take my word for it. Look into it. Don't be scared to learn something new. Question everything. Don't believe nothing you hear or heard or seen, for that matter. Question everything. Look it up, research it, check it out, okay? Speak nothing but infinite blessings and abundance on your life. Hopefully y'all won't send death threats and hate mail my way, for my opinion, because I don't give a damn who feels any type of way about it. I promise you I don't. Because I just have a different perspective about it, okay? I just feel like it is what it is. I don't get so caught up in what people are saying, how they feel. I give everybody the opportunity to feel how they feel because I respect everybody's opinions of differences in individuality, all right? And we need to start doing more of that. It'll be a lot less hate and a lot less anger if we stop trying to feel like everybody has to feel how we feel. Learn to embrace individuals' individuality. You won't be so upset about who you're dealing with because you'll know. You know what I'm saying? Learn who you're dealing with and accept that person for who they are. This is Gayle King we're talking about, guys. She hasn't really too much done anything for the community, so don't be mad at her for not, rooting Kobe on like the masses. Okay? That's where I'm at with it. So I just want to speak on that. And before I forget, stay tuned. Soon I got that video coming up about the coronavirus. All right. Later.